Everyone palm together. Listen to Caitlin. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, go.
Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha.
Good. Anthony, set 1 minute for them. Turn on the cam. Turn on the mic, Anthony. Good. Not yet. Not yet. You need to count from 1 to 3 first and tell them what they're supposed to do. Tell them.
First, crisscross, and then breathe in, breathe out, and count.
What do you do with your eyes?
Close your eyes. Back and stand and back and still.
What do you do with your mouth?
Close your mouth.
What do you do with your nose?
Breathe in, breathe out.
You cannot close your nose?
No.
All right, ready? You count from 1 to 3. Everyone sit straight up and you count. Go ahead, Anthony. Go.
1, 2, 3.
Close your eyes and count your breath. In and out, count 1. In and out, count 2.
Hey, it's your dad.
That's all, Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Anthony. Hey, ask him, Anthony.
Okay. Jennifer. Justin.
22.
Juk.
21.
Dragon.
20.
Victor.
-20.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Oliva, can you help to read the subtitle for me? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Good, thank you. I will show you, okay? I will mute this one, okay? And you just read for me, okay? Let's see, Michelle, can you summarize this story for me, okay, Michelle?
Yes.
Good, all right, let me turn on.
Son, my son, you can't act recklessly. Son, my son, don't stop him, or he will immediately vomit blood and die. Yes, Buddha, my son, my son. I wish to become a monk under Buddha's teachings. Could merciful Buddha accept me? Good, let monk do the complete precepts for you. Buddha, there were tens of thousands men prostrated themselves before you. None of them treated you as this man did. Today, what's the reason actually caused this man's manner? This old man, during the past 500 reincarnations, had ever been my father. His past habit was present when he saw me, so he acted in this manner today. Buddha, since he had been your father during the past 500 reincarnations, why isn't he your father in this life? When I practiced the way of Bodhisattva before, I frequently helped others and renunciation arrived. However, during these 500 reincarnations, when I helped others erase renunciation, he deliberately hindered me from doing so. Later on, I made a vow, wished he will never be my father again. Besides my father in this life, he had made a vow that wished to become a father of a Buddha in the future. Because of the two karma causes, so he didn't become my father in this life. May I ask, how did King Siddhartha make his vow in the past? It was 91 kalpas ago when Kuchagan, there was a merchandiser offered to. He saw the 32 marks in the golden body of the Buddha, very magnificent and special. Hence he made a vow. I wish in the future I could have a son like Buddha. The merchandiser at that time is the current King Siddhartha. Due to his power, a vow make him be my father in this life. Buddha, what is the reason caused the old man to be poor in this life? Until old age, he was able to meet Buddha and become a monk because in continuous life he's hindered himself from helping others or raising renunciation, especially to prevent me from becoming a monk. He made a lot of evil causes, so he was poor in this life. So he was able to meet Buddha and become a monk. Thank Buddha a lot for teaching me Dharma. Let me purify 3 afflictions, certified as Arhat fruition. Wow.
Okay, that's all. All right, go ahead, Michelle, summarize the story. Michelle. Thank you, Oliva. So wonderful. Go ahead, Michelle.
One time when the Buddha was walking through a forest, an old man appeared and claimed and said the Buddha was his son and kept going forward to hug the Buddha. And the monk stopped him, but the Buddha said to let go because if he doesn't, then he will vomit blood and die. So the monk let go, and the old man and the Buddha hugged, and the old man wanted to cultivate and become a monk. So the Buddha told him to go and ask the monk to do all of the things he needs to become a monk. And later, the monk who had been guarding the Buddha asked the Buddha why the man is like it and why is he poor in this life and the causes. So the Buddha said in the past life the old man had been the Buddha's father for many past lives, but in this life he did not because in one life, the Buddha did not want the old man to become his father again, but in another past life, the old man wanted to become the Buddha's father, and so that's why he had, and since the old man had been the Buddha's father for a few past lives, he still had the memory, and therefore he was thinking he was the Buddha's father, and the reason he didn't become the Buddha's father in that lifetime is because in one of the Buddha's past lifetimes had wished to not have the old man as his father.
Okay, so what you learn from this story then?
That
What you learn?
we still remember our past lives.
Kind of, but it's not easy to remember the past life. So Ethan, Lam, what you learn from this story? Ethan, Lam, what you learned? Turn on the mic. You don't really know. How about Kaylin Dương? What you learn from this story? Kaylin Dương.
I don't really know, since I didn't really understand the story.
Okay. So Oliva, you read that. So what you learn from this story?
I learned that you need to do good things, because if you don't, then in your next life, then bad things could happen to you.
And what else? What else, Emmy? What else? Go ahead, Oliva. What else?
That's all.
Okay, Emmy, what you learn from this story?
I was only there for the end, but I couldn't hear it that much because I came in late.
Okay, Vivian, were you here for the whole story, Vivian? Vivian, are you there?
No, I wasn't here for the whole story.
Okay, anyway, let's talk about the vows, right? So why did that old man hug the Buddhas? Why is that, Oliva? Why?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Why did that old man hug the Buddha and call the Buddha as his own son? Why is that?
Because in the past life, he was the Buddha's father.
But why didn't he become Buddha's father in this lifetime? Why?
Because he did evil things to prevent the Buddha from becoming a monk.
So two things, right? First of all, yeah, so he was Buddha past fathers, right? The second one is because he's prevent the Buddha from helping others. That's why the Buddha in the past said that no way, I would not like you to become my father anymore. Make sense, right? But the king, in the past, he was a merchant, a businessman. He made a vows to become Buddha fathers. That's why he was Buddha father in this lifetime. So what's that? What's talking about the vows? Talking about your aspiration. So Oliva, in the future, what you want to do for your life? You want to become doctor, engineer, teacher, professor, and so forth. What you want to do for your life, Oliva?
I don't know yet.
You know yet? Okay. Michelle, you know what you want to do for your life?
I don't know yet either.
No. Who know you that you want to do something for your life? Go ahead, Hong. What do you want to do?
A scientist.
A scientist to invent the spaceship, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony, what do you want to do for your future? Anthony, huh? Turn on the mic.
To cook.
The cook. All right, so that you can eat all kind of food, right? Everywhere, right? You can enjoy the food, right? Anyway, so that's your inspiration to be someone else in the future, right? But now, Michelle, what happened if you could not, let's say if you want to become a doctor, for example, but you could not do that, what should you do then?
I think you have to repent because maybe you have done something and that prevented you from doing that.
You have to keep up with that determination, right? Even it's hard, right? Right, Hồng, if you want to become a scientist, you need to study more, right, Hồng? Right?
Yeah.
You have to study more. Plus, on the top, that you be smart, yeah, and study more so that you become a scientist, right?
Yeah.
So Vivian, what happened if you Vivian, are you there? Turn on the cam, Vivian. Are you there, Vivian? Oh, she left. Okay. All right. Anyway, so okay. Ethan Lum. So you want to become a teacher, doctor, engineer in the future?
Not too sure.
Not too sure because too young. All right. So basically, definitely, Anthony, you want to become a ship cook, right? Anthony, right? All right. So go back to home. If you want to become a scientist, what should you do now?
Study hard.
If what happened if you're lazy?
We won't know anything in the future.
Okay, I think that's okay for me today. Let's turn to thầy giáo pháp, okay? Yeah, thầy giáo pháp.
Hello everyone, how everyone doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. Okay, thank you. The first word come out from your mouth always?
Yeah, or yes.
Oh yes.
Okay. All right. Yesterday we watched the movie. Who remember about the yesterday movie?
Respecting our parents.
Okay. Can you help me to summarize the story yesterday where we watched the movie?
I'm too little.
Olivia, do you remember? We watched the movie yesterday. Okay, can you help me to summarize for them?
A woman, she is pregnant, and when she's pregnant, her husband leaves her, and she also has a 5-year-old daughter, and after she has the baby, she does everything she can to make her daughters happy, and eventually when they grow up, her older daughter brings her fiance home, and she has to sleep on the living room couch now, and they treat her badly. They treat her like a maid, and then eventually her other daughter brings home her fiance, and then her older daughter becomes pregnant, and one day they end up kicking her out of the house, and then she goes to a cafe, and then the manager there gives her food and lets her stay at his house, and then eventually she talks to a lawyer, and her daughters have to move out, and she gets her house back, and she gets to become a grandma of the cafe manager's baby. That's it.
So she became the grandmom for the new family kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you learn from this story?
I learned to respect my parents.
So the daughter were well cared by the parent, right? By the mom, right? But they did not appreciate for what the mom done, right? And at the end, what happened to them? Yes, Ethan.
They got kicked out.
Yeah, you see.
That was actually their moms.
You see, when we disrespect our parents, that is, remember, out of 100 evil deed, right? That means out of 100 unwholesome deed, the one who disrespect the parent, that is the number one evil deed. Remember that, okay? Therefore, they've been kicked out, right? They've been kicked out. Then, well, when we do good thing, right? Who will protect us? Who remember? Oh yeah, Beham. Yeah. Yes.
The good God.
The good God. That's correct. The good God. You know, in this story, who are the good God in this story to protect the mom?
The cafe man.
Yeah, he's the owner of the cafe, right?
Yeah.
But did he really a God?
No.
Okay, he's not a God, but the good God sent him there to help the woman. You understand?
Yeah.
That's why we say that when we do the good thing, the good God protect us by sending the good people to help us. Does that make sense to you, Olivia? This is important. But remember, what about when we do bad thing? Who will protect us, Emmy?
Yes.
Okay, when we do bad thing, right? Who will protect us?
The demons. No one.
No. Michelle, who will protect us when we do a bad thing, right?
The bad gods or the demons.
Yeah, the bad god or the demon. Therefore, that means we will be we will hang around with the bad people. That's why those things become the bad god, right? Does that make sense? That means the daughter have the bad fiance and they treat her very badly. Therefore, she never know how to become good. Therefore, she been kicked out, right? That's good. Now, today, I will introduce you to I will let you see. Some of you already see this. I will show you how the fetus inside the mother womb for 38 weeks. Well, I already teach some of the kids in this one already, but it's a good thing that everyone can see. Give me 1 second. Okay, hold on. So you see that how your mom suffer a lot when she carry the pregnant and give birth to us, right? So we have to be very respectful to our mom and parents. All right, let me show you this. Okay, this is how we look like in the mother womb. Okay, all right. All right, Michelle, you want to read the first two? Week number 1, Buddha.
Like a condensed milk.
Right.
Week 2.
Okay, go ahead.
Buddha feel the rising of the karma with name Buddha named universal completeness blowing the both sides of the mother's body. Make halala into condensed milk about to show appearance of human forms called Anfuda.
Okay, so basically the fetus at the week 1 and week 2, it's just like the condensed milk, okay? And every week there is the name of the karma wind that create out the fetus body and the mom, okay? Okay, hold on. So this that means the karma, it means action. Action of the mind, action of the mouth, and action of the body. Okay? When we have a good thought, the mouth will say good thing, right? When we have the good thought, the body will act good action, right? Therefore, otherwise, when we have an evil thought, the mouth will say good or bad. Michelle.
Can you repeat that again?
Okay, when we have an evil thought, the mouth will do evil or will do good. Which one?
The mouth does evil?
Yeah, the mouth would say evil word, right? And the body, what about the body, Emmy?
Can you say that again?
When we have the evil thought, right? The body will do good thing or bad thing?
Bad thing.
Very bad thing, right? So the mind control the mouth and the body. Does that make sense? So the mind is the key. Right. Now go ahead, Emmy, go ahead and read week number 3.
Week 3, Buddha feel the rising of karma winds named storm month. Due to this power of this karma wind, the body of
Puya, that's okay. At the shape.
Antuya has the shape of 2 arms closed like a
Pestle.
to pound the hair.
Herbal medicine. This is just like the pestle right here, pounding the medicine. Okay, no, okay. Let's do. All right. Now, Kathleen, go ahead and do week 4. Kathleen in New Jersey.
Okay. Week 4, Buddha. Feel the rising of the karma wind named
Holding on.
Due to the power of this karma wind, make the shape of 2 arms close, form dana, like a curved shoe.
You see that this power of the karma, it make the shape like this is the feet, it's shaped like the curved shoe. You see the curved shoe right here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, this is the Buddha teaching. He doesn't need to have the ultrasound. He doesn't need to have the X-ray to see it. He teach this thing more than 2,500 years ago. Okay. All right. Olivia, go ahead, do week number 5.
Feel the arising of the karma wind named holding on it. Due to the power of this karma wind, it shows the 2 sides of buttocks, the 2 shoulders, the torso, and the head.
You see the head right here, right? Maybe the shoulder right here, and the button right here somewhere, right? All right, that's good. I do not have time to compare with the medical view, but okay, that's okay. We will go quickly through there. Okay, all right. Let me see. Chúc, you want to read this one? Week number 6. Okay. Thiền, you want to read it? Okay, let me see. Bé Hồng, you want to read it?
Yeah.
Week number 6.
Buddha viewed the arising of the karma wind named
Phi Phạm. Okay.
Due to the power of this karma wind, it forms 2 arms and
2 feet. You see 2 arms right here and 2 feet right here. You see that? This is 2 arms and this 2 feet. Okay, that's good.
Is that the baby face?
Oh yeah, this is the fetus, the unborn baby. Yeah, that's right. Inside the mother womb. This is inside the mother womb. Okay, that's how we look like when we inside the mom womb. Okay. All right. Vincent, 4th grade. You want to read it? Okay. Ethan, you want to read it? Okay, one more. Last one for you.
Which week?
Week 7.
Feel the rising of the karma wind named complete transfer. Due to the power of this karma wind, the fetus showed 2 hands and 2 feet.
You see 2 hands and about 2 feet right here. You see? And I'll go to the next week, we will see the 2 hands and 2 feet very clear. Okay? But Buddha wisdom is very, very close, right? Very accurate. Okay. Koi, do you want to read it, Koi? Koi, are you there?
No, I don't want to read it.
Okay, thank you. Dragon.
Yeah.
All right, week number 8.
Buddha feel like
A rising
rising of the karma wind named movement. Due to the power of this karma wind, the 10 fingers and 10 toes are created.
You see 10 finger right here, and the toe you will see when you see the next one, it's 10 finger and 10 toe, very clear too. Okay, all right. I will stop right here, and we will continue on next time. Okay, all right. Yeah. Thôi cô Lan, cô go ahead and okay. Before we do that, who is the speaker of the house today? Who is the speaker of the house?
Me.
Okay, say it. What they should do to the tutor?
You should always respect them.
Okay, and turn on your webcam, right? Respect the tutor and listen to them. Okay, go ahead, Paula.